Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anil Shetty, Professor and Consultant at Jain College of Engineering, Belgavi. So in today's session, that is session 2 on flexible manufacturing system, we will be dealing with different types of flexible manufacturing systems. Okay. So let's start the class. So there are three types of flexibility. So first one is basic flexibility, which starts with machine flexibility. Machine flexibility is nothing but the ease with which a machine can process various operations. Okay. Second one is the material handling flexibility, a measure of ease with which different part types can be transported and properly positioned at various machine tool in a system. And the third one is operation flexibility, a measure of ease with which alternative operation sequence can be used for processing a part type. So all these three basic flexibility, that is machine, material and operations, are very important. So what it means is a machine should able to perform various operation irrespective of the sequence it can be done. So operation can be in any sequence. Okay. Also, the material handling equipment which you are using with the machine should be flexible enough. For example, the material handling, if you are using a robot, it should easily handle a square uh, raw material. Also, it should handle a circular raw material also. Next is the system flexibility. So first is system flexibility is a volume flexibility, a measure of system's capability to be operated profitably at different volumes of existing part types. Second, routing flexibility, a measure of alternative paths that a part can be effectively followed through a system for a given process plan. Next, process flexibility, a measure of volume of set of parts that a system can produce without incurring any setup. And the last is product flexibility, the volume of setup of parts types that can be manufactured in a system with minor setup. So what the system flexibility means is, if I want to produce only 50 parts of one product, or it, sometimes I want to produce 500. So the profitability should be there irrespective of how many volumes you are producing. Suddenly there is a demand, you are producing 500, fine. If there is no much demand, suddenly I am producing only 50, still it should be profitable. Also in the same product line, I should able to produce other type of products also. For example, in a manufacturing system, in one production line I can produce Maruti 800, and the same Alto should be able to produce with small modification. Okay. Next is the aggregative flexibility. So first one is program flexibility, the ability of the system to run a reasonably long period without external intervention. Next, production flexibility, the volume of set of parts types that a system can produce without major investment in capital equipment. Third, market flexibility, the ability of the system to efficiently adapt to change in the market condition. So these are all aggregative flexibility. So what it means is the program should run for a longer time without any intervention or from the one side. Production capacity, so if I am doing any investment in capital in different machines I am investing, if any changes happens in the market or the product, the machine should work for that product also, again I should not reinvest. Market flexibility is this, if there are any changes happening in the market and for that reason I have to change my product. Okay. Whatever the investment happened from the in the plant should be capable of adapting this change in the product with respect to the market demand. Now all this makes an important statement, that is the flexible. So there are three capabilities that a manufacturing system must possess to be a flexible manufacturing system. First is the ability to identify and distinguish among the different part styles processed by a system. Second, quick changeover of the operating instruction. quick changeover of physical setup. So I am just representing one system. So there are let's say this is a one machine, there is another one machine, this is a table, okay, with a robot in this one, and this is the part processed. For example, what happens is generally, let's say part comes here, the robot takes a and put on the first machine. Once that is processed, it goes on put on the second machine, and then the parts completely produced. Suppose there is a part in which this second machine should have first operation and the first machine have the second operation. Now the robot should be capable or of picking this new part, putting it into machine first, and then take it to the machine 2, and then stop the operation. So this change in the machine sequence, also the change in the robot sequence, is flexible enough. So if I'm doing small changes in the program, all this process will be accommodated. So this is nothing but a flexible type of manufacturing. So there is different types of classification. So the flexible manufacturing systems are divided into three parts based on the number of machines, based on the flexibility of system, and third is based on the type of layout. So based on the number of machines, they are defined as flexible manufacturing module, flexible manufacturing cell, and flexible manufacturing system. So in short, they are called as FMM, FMC, and FMS. Depending upon the flexibility of the system, either they have dedicated or special FMS or random order FMS. Based on the types of layout, inline layout, rotary layout, loop layout, rectangular layout, or ladder type of layout is used in FMS system. So in today's class, we will be saying the first classification based on the number of machines. So first is the flexible manufacturing module or a single machine. A single machine cell consists of a one CNC machine center combined with a number of storage system for the unattended operations. Complete parts are periodically unloaded from the part storage unit and the raw parts are loaded. So this represents a simple FMM system. So what is happening? We have only one machining center, okay, in which different operations can be performed. You can see here lot of almost more than 20 tools are loaded here, and all this tool will do the operation on the parts. Now in this case the part may be of different operations. So you can see this is a different part, this is a different, again this is a different. So there are three types of parts are produced on a same machine. So what happens? This machine is capable of doing multiple operations on a multiple products, and this is nothing but the storage system. So what happens? One part goes here, it will go here, get loaded. Once operation is done, it goes here and get unloaded. So like this, this is capable of machining different types of product, different types of parts. So this is a simple example of single machine CNC machine tool. Okay, so you can see this is the machining center and these are the loading sequence. So here what is happening, once it is loaded, it will rotate, goes inside, do the operation. Once operation is done, it will come out, and at this place there is a loading and unloading takes place. So the next is FMC. So FMC is nothing but flexible manufacturing cell consists of 2 or 3 processing workstation plus a material handling device. So material handling system is connected to loading and unloading. So in this this type of sequential system works when when we have to do a operation in a sequence. For example, this first machine may be a CNC turning, again it may be a CNC drilling, and it may be a vertical milling machine. So what happens? The part first goes here in the first machine, do the turning operation, then goes to the second machine, do the drilling operation, then goes to the third machine, do the milling operation, and then the final product will come out. Okay, in between whatever you are seeing, that is the loading and unloading and the waiting section. So here what happens is we are trying to avoid any human intervention in between the process. So this represents a 2 machine FMS system. So you can see that whatever the blue color is, these are the two machines work. Okay, and this is nothing but the loading unloading section. Okay, so from here the loading is happens, goes to the first machine, then when the operation goes, you can see this is one product, the second product is in waiting, and the third part is already under machining process, and these are still in the waiting section. Next is the flexible manufacturing system. A flexible manufacturing system has 4 or more processing workstations connected mechanically by a common part handling system and electronically distributed. Okay, so it may have multiple systems, so 1 system, 2 system, 3 system, 4 system, and all are integrated using a high-end computers. Okay, so you can see here this is a 5 machine flexible system, 1 machine, 2 machine, 3 machine, 4 machine, 5. So this either this can be a similar machine or different machines. Okay, so you can see this is a complete each machine is get loaded, then it the whatever one first operation is happens, it will wait for the second operation in the waiting, and then goes to the second machine. Like this the complete parts get processed and the final product will come out. So this is a graphical representation of number of machines versus the amount of investment needed or production rate or annual volume. So if the number of machine is a single machine, you can see definitely the investment is less, production rate will be less, and definitely annual volume will be less. Okay, if the flexible, if the machines are more, definitely investment increases, volume also increases. FMS, huge amount of investment, definitely the production rate will be very high. The next will give criteria for flexibility. Okay, so let's say system type SMS, that is a single machine cell. Okay, flexible machine cell, that is 2 or more, 2. Then flexible where more than 4 are there. So if you think from part variety, yes, but processing is sequential, not simultaneous. All are yes in all the 3 systems. Even scheduling changes are allowed. Error recovery, limited recovery due to only 1 machine. So if any error happens, the complete production will get stopped. Error recovery is limited, only fewer, but here it is minimizes effect of machine downtime. New parts can be processed in all the 3 type of system. So let's see one of the live example of the system. Okay. So this is a flexible manufacturing system set up by a company. So you can see how much it is part completely it is automated. Okay, so this is the your first machine. Okay, the operation is happened, so that is shown in actually here. Okay, so you can see how the part is getting loaded. So all these are material handling systems. So here we are doing rough, semi-finished and deep drilling operations. Okay, so you can see everything is completely automatic. Okay, so we are doing few operations. This is the loading of the tool. So start the machining operation. So this all this is happening inside the machine. Okay, so you can see this is the final part produced. Okay, so this is a drilling operation that done at some X angle. Okay, so you can see without any human intervention, the complete system is working 24 by X. Okay, so sometimes this may have a cycle of more than 14 or 18 hours, so complete night it is working, and at last you will get the complete part. So here you can see a lot of sensors are also installed. Okay, so where it will give the details of the status of the machining process. So now it went to the second machining. So where spindle has direct drive system. So you can see the next raw material goes to the first machine, because the first machine has finished its first part, and that first part is went to the machining on the second machine. Fine. So finishing piece is unloaded. So operation on the second machine is over. So you can see the final part is unloaded on this one. Okay. So this is the final. So in first machine what happened was it is a rough finish, and then in the second machine it is a finish surface. Now let's see, this is a second FMS system. It is having multiple machines which are used for making the chairs. Okay, so this is a chairs made up of metals. Okay, so all the welding process, bending process, okay, all is completely automatic. We are using all material handling devices. Additionally, we are using the robots also. So you can see this is a bending process. So different bendings are shown. Okay. So here you can see once first operation is over, all these are stacked together. Okay. So this is a laser cutting operation, all loading, unloading. Fine. So now they will start doing the welding process. So you can see there is arc welding done. So you can see the access of the machine. So completely fully automated loading, unloading for the welding operations. So at last this is the final finished product. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can mail me to the above email ID, or you can text me. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe to the channel.